starter deck 23 is here, and with it, a lot new red cards that really help out the Shanks deck. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Mabi here, and today I'm going to be giving you my personal deck profile for this red Shanks that came out in OP09. However, it's going to be supported by ST23, OP12, and below. Alright, so the game plan here is all about KOing the opponents and using your really new defensive cards to kind of stay alive because your leader is already tanky with how much life you have and the leader ability. Okay, this is going to be a full video breakdown going over every single card and showing you how it works in the deck. If you just want the deck profile, pause the video, head on over to my website MabiTCG.com. There you can get deck profiles in image, text form for every deck we cover and we don't cover. Alright, so let's talk about everything, and I'm letting you guys know I'm not using the new 4-cost Uda. It just doesn't fit in here. There's just not enough room, and besides, I think that card's really good for a red-purple Uda deck, which I'm going to be making very soon. Okay, so this is the new art for the leader coming up. I like it. It's decent. I think the other one's a little bit better, but this one's cool. Okay, so 5,000 attack leader, 5 life, 4 emperors, red-haired pirates once per turn. This effect can be activated when your opponent attacks and give up to one of your opponent's leaders or characters negative 1,000 during his turn. A really crazy strong effect. Make sure leaders so you don't have to take hits if you don't want to, especially if they're playing on curve and they want to swing into your leader with another 5,000, lower to 4,000. And if you have characters that are now 5,000, they can't attack into it for free as well. You can go ahead and do that. Or even better yet, if they attack you for, let's say, 7,000, usually forcing characters to use a 2K, you can go down to 6,000. Use one 2K instead of a 2K plus another card. So really strong. And I'll let you guys know this is mostly red-haired pirates. Okay, first card we're using is Bad Manners Kick Course from OP04, 0 cost. We're running 2 of these in here. Counter trash one card, give a leader or character 3,000 power. The trigger here is give a leader or character negative 3,000 power during this turn. We're running 2 in here, and just because I just never like getting bricked in here. There's not a lot of cards in this deck that help you sift things out, but with the new inclusion of an ST23 card, there is one. So there is still instances where we can brick, but you have a lot of ways to get rid of it now, and this one is one good way to do that. Alright, now, I did say that the difference between this deck from past decks, it's a little bit more consistent with KOing. In the last deck we put out for Shanks, it was running 3 Building Snakes, now we're running 4. The Red-Haired Pirates, OP09, 120, activate main, place this character at the bottom of the deck, give somebody negative 3,000 power. This is an extremely powerful card to play on turn 1. Or turn 2, especially if you get multiple. You set it on the field and you forget it until you need it. It's really powerful. If your opponent wants to use resources to get rid of it, then so be it. But these are really good. It's actually searchable in the deck as well. Really nice. If you guys are enjoying the video so far, please like and sub. It really does help out the channel. We're going to be showing every single new starter deck leader. And as of this video, we already did the Luffy one and the Teach one. So make sure you go watch those videos. But I have a lot more decks coming on the way. Coming up on the way. Okay, next is Otama, first of your 2Ks. OP01, 102. On play, give a character negative 2,000. You can already see the theme here. You are minusing, and then you're going to be KOing, and then late game, you have a lot of really good cards to just keep you alive. Okay, so this is powerful. Unfortunately, not searchable, but it's okay. Pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next off, we have Come On, We'll Fight You. Now, the difference between the last deck again is we remove the 4-cost Uda searchers. You technically can run 4 of these and 4 of those searchers, but I feel like there's so many good cards already. I don't want to commit 8 slots for that. I think I'm just swapping out the Udas for this one because this is actually a trigger. So activate main, look at the top 5, get a red-haired pirate, that's not this card, add it to your hand. Because this leader is so tanky, I feel like a lot of times more than not, you might trigger at least 1 during your game and get an extra draw card for free. So that's why we're running these, except the Uda. If you do want to run the 1-cost Uda, it's not terrible because you can obviously put some Dawn on an attack. But as I mentioned, I usually just want to put down the Building Snakes and just wait. And if these activate during triggers, or if you don't get the Building Snakes, then I think that's pretty good as well. So yeah, we're switching things up just slightly with this. Next off, more 2Ks. This is Hongo, a really good, great 2K for the deck. OP09, red-haired pirates, 3/3/2, activate main, rest this character. If your leader has red-haired pirates, give an opponent's -2000. It's basically just a reusable Otama and a slightly weaker building snake. However, it can technically be used for attacking. It's a 2K, it's a really strong card. So, honestly, you would want to play this on your turn 2 if you don't have any. If you're going first and you have nothing else to play, like turn 1, you maybe play Come On, We'll Fight You. Maybe you can play some building snakes. If you want to put this down as a secondary, because once again, it's just it takes it's a semi blocker because it'll take away a hit from your opponent after you rest it because they want to get rid of it. And with Hongo on the field beforehand and building snake, you can lower somebody 5,000 per turn and then do your stuff. It's really good. So running 4 of these. The other 2K that's red-haired pirate is going to be Lime Juice. This one came out in OP09 3/3/2. On play, up to one of your opponent's characters with power 4,000 or less can activate blocker. Very niche. Not very often you're going to be going for game using this character, but it is there if you need to. And it's a searchable card. We're running 2 of these. All right, let's talk about the new card. So this one came out in OP12, guys. Now, if you want to run this list, the one I'm doing today for ST23 and OP11, you can not use these obviously because they're not out yet. And then you can just run those 4 Udas if you want. Okay, but anyway, let's talk about this. Shanks, OP12, 4 Emperors, red-haired pirates, 4/6/0. Has blocker, 6,000 blocker, that's pretty good. On your opponent's attack, once per turn, you can discard 1 card from your hand, give up to one of your opponent's leader or character cards -2,000 power. So basically, this card is strong, it's searchable, it's Shanks, which is, whatever, but it will allow you to get rid of bricks in your hand, and that's why it's a really great card for the deck. If you play this on your turn 2 or 3, you are able to attack your opponent for 6,000, and if they want to match 6,000, you have your leader ability to mess with them. They don't even have to attack into this guy. You don't have to block with it. You can have it on the field in order to once per turn trash a card that you're just no longer using for the -2,000. It's really strong and it's for the turn as well. So if your opponent does stuff like restanding, you get double benefits from this. So this is a really good card. However, because it is a semi-brick at the moment, I'm running 3 of these because we're also still running 3 of these Lucky Roos. So this is a really cool new card that's included in the deck. So this is a staple, right? Pretty good. OP09 4/5/1 blocker when this is KO'd. If your leader is red-haired pirates, KO an original cost of 6,000 or less on your opponent's board. This is still a really good card, and that's why we're not completely like replacing it. I'm running 3 of these and now 3 of these. They both have their uses. Really good attacker, and getting rid of bricks. This is a decent card to just throw out on the board, and your opponent's like, do I want to play cards? It's super annoying, 6,000 or less, etc. So yeah, Lucky Roo, still good. Both these are searchable. Now for Marco, one of your very first early KO cards. This is from OP03 5/6/1. Your turn when this is played, KO a 3,000 or less. So if you play this on curve, 5 or 6 dawn, and you have set up beforehand a building snake, you can KO a 6,000 power character. Or if you have the Hongo on the previous turn as well, you can KO a You can KO a 5,000 character. But if you had both of them, you can KO even stronger and beyond. So it's really good. Also, for the KO Trash One event, you can play this character from your Trash Rested. That's another good reason why we're running, Bad Manners Kick Courses, and of course these Come On, We'll Fight Yous. It's the threat of, hey, I can just keep on playing this card from the trash and attack it for 6,000. So this is a really good card to play and KO some stuff. Not searchable by anything, but it KO stuff. It can come back and it's a 1K counter. This is a really amazing and solid card. Moving over to Yasop, we're running 4 Yasops. So 4 of these and 4 of these. OP09 5/6/1 on play, your leader gains 1,000 power till the end of your opponent's turn, making it 6,000 power. Then with 1 Dawn attacking, give up to one of your opponent's characters -1,000 power during this turn. So its effect is powerful. If you don't need to KO anything on the turn that you want to play Marco, just play a Yasop. So running 4 and 4 because these are both great cards to play, but at different times. Once again, KO something. If your opponent doesn't have anything on the board or nothing worth KOing, Yasop instead. It's really, both these are extremely powerful. And on a future turn, when attacking, you can give somebody even more minus power, so you can go ahead and do some more shenanigans. So 4 of these. Now moving over to our 7 cost, Beckman. This is from OP09, 771. On play, trash a character, 6,000 or less. Trashing means not KOing, so you can get past, non-KO effects or on KO effects, etc. This is just straight trashing, and this is wonderful as well. It combos right with the Yasop if you use it on turn before, and you had 6 Dawn to 8 Dawn, etc. Hongo, previous turn, Building Snake. This is just really powerful and good. So you have your Marcos for removal. You have your Beckmans for removal, and then you're going to have your consistent removal. This Edward Newgate is crazy strong. This is from ST15. Oh, yeah, this is a counter-insearchable. 780. On play, give a rested Dawn to your leader or one of your characters to attack with 6,000. Or, for example, if you had Yasop on the turn before, give a Dawn to Yasop and he can attack and lower some costs. But anyway, the main effect here is rest this character, even on the turn that it's played, which is why it's very powerful. KO a 5,000 or less. With Building Snake, 8,000. With Hongo, 6,000. With both of them, up to a 9,000 character. This is insanely powerful. This is a really high attack as well, so even if you do rest it on the turn it's played, your opponent has to use a lot of resources to get rid of it. You can use this every single turn, even if you don't attack, because they play something inactive, KO it. Next turn, they play something inactive, freaking KO that crap. Extremely powerful. I like both of these cards, and honestly, I might run more Edward Newgates over like Ben Beckman's, like maybe 3 and 3. The reason why it's like this right now, 2 and 4, it's because more 1K counters and it's searchable. But the more games I play, the more I find myself using this way more than Ben, because I'm able to lower the cost. Because this is trash a character 6,000, right? It's 1,000 less, and yeah, this is KO while this is trash. But a lot of the times, the trash and or KO doesn't really matter much, so that's why I'm using this a lot more. So it really depends. I might switch this to 3 and 3. Okay, now for Silver's Rayleigh, great card. Running this at 8. Running this at 4. This is an 8 cost. OP08. Let's go. Okay, so 880. On play, select up to 2 of your opponent's characters. Give one -3,000. The other one -2,000 until the end of your opponent's next turn. Meaning they're weak on this turn, and they're going to be weak on the following turn, your opponent's turn. Then KO a 3,000 or less. You don't always have to KO something with 3,000. Once again, powered with your previous cards, you can, but you can just neuter somebody on the board, and it's going to be really hard for them to do anything. Crazy powerful, not searchable, but it's in the deck. Okay, now, time for the other new card that came out, ST23. This is Shanks, man. Okay, ST23, 9, 10, 0. If your opponent has a character with 8,000 base power or more, give this character in your hand -3 costs, making it a 6 cost to throw out. On play, if your leader is Red-Haired Pirates or Uda, and remember that's why I'm going to be focusing and working on a new deck, and that's Red, Purple Uda. Make sure to stay tuned for that. Your leader gains 2,000 power till the end of your opponent's next phase, making your leader 7,000 to attack and 7,000 to defend with. So good. So it's a great card. However, we are still running just 2 of them. I've been testing them out. They're really powerful. And along with this Shanks and this Shanks, you have a lot more new, way good defense in this deck. Really good, really powerful, searchable, dead in your hand, but you can get rid of it. Now, for the last card of your deck, we're still running 4 of these, and that's the reason why we're not running 3 or 4 of these. It's because you'd much rather play these. However, this is good on curve, right? This is good on your 9 curve. However, if you go second, just play these Shanks instead. They're really powerful because 10 costs, 12,000 power on play, while it's on the field. All of your opponent's characters, -1,000 power. Yeah, you can go ahead and play this. You get +2,000, but wouldn't you rather just give everyone -1,000? Also rush and destroy something on the board. So both these are good, and they both have their merits, right? This is really good just because it's curve, right? Yeah, you can play this for 6 costs, but then what else are you going to be playing, right? If you're at 10 Dawn, you can play this for 6, and then technically you can play another blocker or 2. So there is different ways to actually use this, but if you're playing this on curve for 9, not much you can do. But with 6, not the worst, But anyway, you definitely want to play these. Searchable as well. Honestly, if you find one of them in your hand, you might as well keep it, don't mulligan. This is one of your win conditions, super crazy strong. Every turn, if you just put 1 or 2 on the board, or even 3, you're gonna get value. Negative 1,000 all of them, negative 2,000 all of them, 12,000 really hard to remove, 10 really hard to remove as well. So that's why we're running this, and that is the current deck that we're running. So the big changes are the inclusion of these new Shanks, more actual lowering costs with building snake, even more consistency on your 5 drops with Yasop, and 4 Marcos. You have Lucky Roo, which is great, but now it's bolstered by the options of having these Shanks for helping you get rid of extra bricks in your hand. This deck is a lot more powerful and versatile, and I really like it, especially these come on will fight you. So it just really helps out those Marcos as well. All right guys, so thank you so much for watching. As mentioned, we are running every single starter deck leader, so I'll be posting more and more videos and duels. Make sure to like and sub. It really helps out. Come by the live streams that we have on this channel and the Mabi versus Games channel. I'll put a link in the comments below for you guys to come on by and hang out. We're going to be doing a lot more sort of live streams where we duel with these new leaders that we're covering. So thanks for watching and hanging out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.